What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. On behalf of Brit, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Brittany, and today is the big day, you guys. If you've been keeping up with my videos and my vlogs, then you know that recently I have been preparing to get a pet, a bird, and today's the day that I will be bringing the bird home. So this whole vlog will be probably, I think I'm going to call it my first 24 hours with the bird, or my first 24 hours as a new pet mom or a new bird mom, something like that. But I'll just be showing you guys the first day. So today I'll show y'all all of the setup, everything that I have set up so far. So the bird cage tour, all of the supplies. I'm going to take y'all with me to go pick up the bird, bring the bird home, and then we'll just vlog my first 24 hours getting the bird adjusted to being in our home. So let's get straight into it. So first we're going to get into this corner of the living room that I have already set up and put together for the bird. Y'all see my early stages of prep, but I've added quite a few things to the cage. So I'm going to give you a cage tour as well as show you a lot of the things that I have down here for the bird. Now there are still a few packages that just did not make it in time for today for me getting the bird. But I have all of the essentials, everything the bird will need, honestly, for the first maybe 2 months of its life. I'm straight, but there are some things from Amazon that I would have liked to have, like as far as decor and the setup. I kind of want to move our internet router from over here and put like an artificial plant over here in the corner. Kind of give it like that boho Bali vibe I was telling y'all about, with also like some greenery mixed in, but definitely artificial plants. But anyway, let's get into the cage tour. I'm going to show you everything I have set up for the first day of it coming home, and then show you all of the essentials I have down here. This cage was $45 on Amazon, and it came with quite a few things. I feel like it was a really good deal. I'll point out what in the cage came with it, what things I put in there and where they came from. But it was a really good deal. They say in the reviews that this bird cage can comfortably fit 3 birds, but I'm just gonna get 1 today. That's the plan. I don't know if anything else will go different. But it came with 4 of these cups. These are called bird feeders. They came with 4 plastic white bird feeders, and I'm not a fan of the white. This top left corner is an Amazon purchase. It came separate from the cage. It's really huge, and it is the biggest toy that I own for the cage so far. I got it because it gives me dream catcher vibes, and I wanted to go with that boho look. But it also has a lot of different activities for the bird. One of the most important things about having a bird is keeping it entertained. If they get bored, they can eventually get depressed, which could lead to death. So I wanted to make sure that it had a bunch of things to do. So I put this really big toy in the back, and it has a lot of different activities. It could twist and turn with this beak. It has bark that it could destroy, binkies, fidget spinners, these little wood things it can destroy. It looks hard, but they're very soft. It's like a cardboard material. And then the rope itself, they can pull apart with its beak. So I'm excited about that. This little mirror toy in the back corner is a Petco purchase. I believe it was $4. I thought it'd be really cute. My childhood bird had a mirror, and it loved to look at itself in the mirror and sing to itself and talk to itself. Just very social. It was a very social bird. So I got this. It has little beads it can play with, a plastic perch it can stand on, and so I put that in the corner. This perch right here, it came with the cage. These 2 down here also came with it, and this one up here looks identical to these 2. I just wrapped it with this sandpaper. I'll show you guys the sandpaper when I get to the bottom of the cage, where I show you all of the other supplies. But it just has texture to it that's really good for the bird's feet. The sand keeps the bird's nails trimmed, and it just adds more texture for the bird to stand on. The fact that I don't have it leveled, it can kind of like adjust its feet. This swing right here came with the cage. I thought that was really cute. It's one of the things that sold me on the cage. This actual swing that came with it, with the dowel perch, as well as this ladder swing that came with it, with the beads and stuff. I thought that was really cute. I got this bowl from Walmart. I got 2 boxes of them, and I only put 1 in here. This will hold the seeds. Whatever the breeder gives me to feed the bird today, that's what I'm going to put in here for its first meal. But eventually I'm going to install my other ones, and there'll be vegetables and different things that I'll feed the bird in different other bowls. But this perch right here is a chewable perch. It was a Walmart purchase. This is something that the bird can peck at and destroy, so it won't always be in the cage. Over time, maybe within the next couple of weeks, I will remove it. But it was just something to add a variety of branches and perches to the cage. This perch right here is my absolute favorite perch in the cage. It gives me like the vibes of a real tree. It is a natural wood perch, so it is very much real. It's not an artificial perch at all. This is made from natural wood, and it came in a 2-pack from Amazon. So I do have more than one, and eventually when I remove this chewable one, I'm gonna put another one of these in its place. And then up here down below at the second half of the cage, I have another little toy just for it to play with. I'm thinking about putting just maybe one more toy in here, because again, birds have to keep busy at all times. I don't want it to get bored with just having the mirror, the swing, this dream catcher. Although it's a lot of activities on here, it's not a whole lot of toys in here. So I'm thinking about putting maybe 1 or 2 toys in there, but I want to see what the pet store has where I'll be getting the bird from today. It also has a drawer down here where the waste goes. I put some sandpaper down here, but I'm gonna replace the sandpaper with like an absorbent liner. It'll absorb the waste when it's wet, and then I can just remove it and toss it in the trash. If I do decide to get 2 birds today, or if I get one and decide to get another one later, if I just feel like my bird needs a companion and I want to have a second bird, I do feel like 2 birds will fit in here comfortably, but I wouldn't go any further than that. But yeah, I do feel like it's spacious, and I'm excited to bring the bird home. This right here is a mesh net. I was very nervous because one thing that I did realize about my childhood bird is it was very messy. It was a messy eater and a messy pooper. Like, birds are super, super messy. And I was scared about having it so close to the sectional. We spent good money on this couch. I didn't want poop or bird seeds like just going all over the place. And then with it being so close to the wall, we already have a few smudges on the wall from like having kids over and stuff. I didn't want poop and all of that just messing up our wall. So I thought about like in between meals, or I don't know when exactly I'm going to cover it. I don't want to have the cage covered at all times. I don't think that that's fair to the bird. Even though it's mesh and it's breathable, you can draw it up on the side, of course, to squeeze it and make it tighter to the cage. But it covers the cage. I'll show you guys. There's so many different ones you can get off Amazon in so many different colors. I got a 2-pack that came with a white one with like the sequence galaxy stars on it, and also a black one. I put the white one on here because the white one is just a lighter color, and when I do cover the cage, I can see through it better. But that is the cage tour. So let's get down into these baskets, and I'll show you guys what I have so far as supplies. This rug itself, I thought goes with the theme that I wanted to go for the bird, and it came from Five Below for $5. It's really big. I actually had to fold it and tuck it under double time to make it fit in this corner, but it's a really, really big rug. I love it so much. I think it's super cute. And underneath my 2 little stands, I have those sandpaper, the sandpaper that is in this drawer. I have a whole pack of it right here. And that's just where I keep that right now. I don't know what purpose it's going to serve with me having the absorbent liners, but that's that. In this first basket is all about like covers and coverings. So I'll be keeping this in that basket when I'm not using it, as well as the black one. I told you guys it was a 2-pack. So this is the black one that came with it. And then I went in Five Below and I purchased a $5 Sherpa blanket. Every night when we go to bed, we want to train the bird to go to sleep when we go to sleep. So when we cut the lights out in the living room and everything, we'll be covering the cage with this blanket, and every morning we'll take it off once we're up and about. We'll show the bird, okay, it's morning time, you can get up and do your thing. But this will be the blanket. I have to open it and get it all ready. I'll use it sometime tonight, of course, but right now that's where that goes. This second basket is all about toys. As you can see, the toy selection is really skimp. That's why I was saying I do want to purchase more toys today from the pet store, and eventually over time, once I learn the bird, I want to observe it and kind of see what it goes to, what type of things based on what is in here already that it likes. And with that big toy, I can pay attention to what ends or what strings it pulls from to know like what type of activities it likes the best. Then I'll feed off of that. But for right now, I just went off of toys that I've seen that are popular with small birds on vlogs. And one of the ongoing things that I've seen in a lot of people's vlogs were bird kebabs. They really like to destroy these things right here. I see a lot of bird videos where they're just attacking this, and it really just makes them happy. So I got a bird kebab. I also got this is another toy with a bell. I don't remember where I got this from, but this is another toy. Then I have those sand covers I was telling you about that covers the perches. I have this little thing. This is like a traveling waste basket. It came with my travel carrier. I'll show you guys my travel carrier in just a minute. You're supposed to pick up your pet's poop and put it in bags if you're out and about and your bird or your pet uses the restroom. But of course, I wouldn't have to do that with my bird. These are extra clamps to clip stuff onto the cage. And then I have my Petco membership card down there. And that's the second basket. Definitely want to fill this up with more toys. This third basket is all about keeping clean. So I have cleaning supplies. I have the Nature's Miracle wipes to disinfect and scrub the cage. I have those absorbent liners that will absorb the bird's poop. That's what I told you guys I'm going to replace that sandpaper with. The sandpaper that's down here, I'm going to replace this, and it just keeps the odor out and it absorbs the poop. So I'll be putting that out. This is a 6-pack. They come out really big. I don't know if you guys are any of you guys that are watching if you own dogs, but it's really similar to the training pads that you'll put around the house when you're training your dog. That's what these are, but they're for cages. Then I have a bird bath. I'll be using this in my bathroom on some days. I'll just lay a towel down on my bathroom floor, fill this up with water, and let the bird clean its feathers from time to time. I have some toothbrushes that I got from Five Below. It was like a 6-pack. I took 2 out and put it down here just when I want to scrub the cage. So we have blankets and coverings, toys, cleaning stuff, as far as keeping the bird clean and the area clean. And then this corner right here is all about food. But I have a bunch of millet spray or spray millet. And this is what I'll be using as a treat. All birds love this. I've never seen a bird where you put this to its mouth and it doesn't mess it up. Like, birds love this stuff. So I got 3 packs of it. And I'll be using this today. I'm going to take one millet out and put it in a travel bag as a treat, like to just kind of bond with it and get it to calm down on the way home. I'll also be using it for training purposes. I have these leafy greens and herbs that I'll be mixing into its diet when I make different vegetable chops, carrots, celery, cauliflower, broccoli. When I grind up different stuff, lettuce, spinach, I'll mix this in with its vegetables, and it's good for the bird. I also have some dried kiwi slices. This is a good treat for the bird. I have some food containers, just some loose food containers when I do start grinding up the food, the different vegetables and fruits and stuff in my food processor. I'll be putting them in containers and it'll be refrigerated. The travel carrier bag that I'm about to show you guys, it came with these waste bags for poop, but it also came with this travel container for food if you're traveling with your pet and you want to put food in here. So it has 4 different containers. I could store water in here, seeds, vegetables, whatever little treats I want. I could put little spray millet in here and take it, and you just unscrew it, and whatever level you want to open, it pops right open. So this is all of the food things. I definitely need to get more stuff today when I'm in the store purchasing the pet, but this is just about everything. This is a spray bottle. I heard that it's good to take really warm water and a little bit of vinegar to clean the cage as well. So I have a spray bottle here that's meant just for that. But this is the main setup, y'all. Excuse my hands, y'all. I'm really ashy because I just got out of the shower this morning. But this is one of my favorite parts about today, what I'm most excited to use out of everything, and it's my travel bag. It came with the perch inside. It has this little crossbody strap where I could wear it across my body, or I can hold this handle for more security. It has mesh on the side, so it's very breathable, open airway. And then it has these pockets. In these pockets right here is where the containers were stored at. And if I was traveling like a long journey, and I really needed to bring a bunch of food or seeds, I would use that. But I really wanted this bag. It was $25 on Amazon. They had it in blue, black, purple, and I believe pink. So I got it in purple. I'll link it down below. Everything on here that I purchased online, I will link down below. But yeah, this is the bag. When I was in the flea market the last time looking at the different birds and I seen them selling the bird, they would put it in these little cardboard boxes. So they do give you a container to take your bird home in, but you can't see through it. So they'll put it in a cardboard box and hand you the box, and you don't know driving home if your bird's okay. You can peek in it and like kind of open the lid if you want to, but I just wanted a cute little bag. It has a see-through area where I can look at it, and although it may be extra for me to bring it home, I didn't really need it for take-home days. I felt like it'd be perfect for vet trips. If it gets sick or anything happens, God forbid, I have a bag to travel with it. If I need to just run out somewhere or go down on a trip or something like that. Also, in my bedroom, you guys, I do have one other thing I did not show y'all. I have to build it, so I'll put it together later in this vlog, but I just didn't build it yet because I don't think I'm gonna need it within the next couple of days. Once it does come out of the cage and I start getting familiar with it and we build that bond, it will be coming in my room a lot of the time. And so I wanted this little playpen. I'm going to put it on my desk. I'm not going to show y'all my desk right now because it's a mess. But I'll be building this and putting it on my desk because when I'm in my room, if I'm not in bed, I spend the most time at my computer desk working on different things. So I want the bird close by me. This is one other thing I did get for it. I put the milletary in there. And now we are ready to go. Me and Trell have made it to the flea market, guys. 50% off. Got so many bird toys for the low. This is the breeder I've been telling y'all about, the Bird House of Pendergrass. It's where we'll be shopping today. A diamond dove. He's turning his back. We ultimately decided on parakeets, y'all. These are the lovebirds, what I originally thought I wanted, but they're just much more high maintenance, and it's going to require a lot. Getting a baby parakeet, lovebird. So we're going to get parakeets, and I'm going to get 2.
And you are going home right now? Yes. Is she putting it in a box? This is the male. Okay. Alright, this way, all you gotta do is open the top. Put it in the cage door and then go in. Okay.
Right next to the yellow one, that bluish.
Okay, that's a female.
Okay.
This right here, I need your name, phone number, address.
They end up putting them in the box here. They said it'd be easier to remove them from the box versus the bag. Y'all, one of these birds is going crazy in this box and it's freaking me out. But, like, you're really cutting up. I wish I could see it, but I don't want to pick the box up right now. It's freaking out. And it's the boy. I ended up getting 2 parakeets because I intended on getting a bigger bird. I intended on getting a lovebird. But when the lady was going through all of the instructions about the lovebirds, it just seemed like a lot. Lovebirds are meant to be loved on. I guess that's how they get their name. They're very affectionate, so they're not supposed to be caged birds. And I remember telling y'all I didn't want a caged pet. I do want to maneuver the bird out of the cage sometimes, but when I have time to do it or when I feel like doing it. And she was saying, like, they'll get depressed if they're not out of the cage a couple hours a day and all of the different things that comes with a lovebird. So I went with a parakeet because that's what I've had in the past. I know most about them. And because I got a smaller bird, the parakeets are a lot smaller, I got 2. And one is a boy and one is a girl. The boy is a yellowish green color, like a yellow color, and the girl is like a periwinkle blue and white. She's similar to the one I had in the past. The boy is acting out. He hates the box. I believe the girl is at the top, the blue one. She's so peaceful, y'all. She had like a bougie vibe, a bougie attitude. She had like a peaceful aura about her, but still just like sedity and stuck up. I said, oh, I like her. And still in this box, she's very still. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not just yet. The one at the bottom is the boy, and he was flying all around, but he hear me talking. He cutting his eyes through this little hole. But yeah, we're gonna think about names on the way. Again, the girl is blue, the boy is yellow. So I'll be thinking about names, monitoring their like characteristics and behavior, looking through the box and stuff on the way home, and we'll come up with some names. But yeah, we got our birds. We put their seeds in. They have a treat back there, one of their new toys. Trell's about to put water in here now, then we're gonna put them in. They give you 2 free bags of bird food when you feed the bird, when you buy a bird. So, well, they give you 1 per bird. So with each purchase, I got a free bag of food, and I already put their seeds in there. And then I purchased a large bags of the mix for them. And then I had to replace one of the purchase that I showed y'all. This one right here, the chewable that I got from Walmart. I showed her everything that I have in the cage. When I went in there, I just wanted to make sure everything was in here was safe for them, especially since I had been researching lovebirds and we ended up with parakeets. And she said this perch was better. The chewable was too big. So we getting their water in, and then Trill's gonna put them in. He acting real funny. He just sitting there. Yeah. For you to be so mean and so aggressive. Okay. Oh, and he ready to attack. Come on, Rio. He flew all the way to the back of the box.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Let me just, maybe he needs some female motivation. I can try to like force them out. Oh shit. Is he?
You dumped his ass out. Oh shit. He trying to get out.
Yeah.
She's stuck. Okay, Rio. She's still in the box acting crazy. He's trying to get out.
Shit.
All right,
Okay. Oh my god.
These are the birds, y'all. They're a little traumatized from the experience of trying to get in here. I believe that the girl, the blue one in the back is, well, I gotta tell y'all their names. Trill named the yellow one Rio. He's a beautiful yellow color. Rio is looking at us. He ain't camera shy at all. Nothing shy about him. And then Fenty is the girl. I named her after Rihanna because she have a bougie personality, which you can tell because she's shunning me. Her back is turned. But we think that she's a baby and she can't fly because Trill, she fell a couple times getting out of the box. So she might be really, really smart. Trill. Please, I'm trying to say it without laughing. But yeah, we think she may have to, it's going to take a while for her to get way up here to the top. So both of them right now, for some reason, are just staying to the bottom. But yeah, Rio is the boy, Fenty is the girl. Y'all, I lied. As soon as Trill opened this sliding glass door, Fenty showed us baby. I ain't no baby. She started climbing up to the top. Hey, Fenty. Hey, girl. She like that. Look, she looking now. Hey, girl. She said, the lady in the store said, well, the breeder said, you know it's a girl when the top of their beak is white. And then the boy is down here. Hey, Rio. Hey, man. Rio just be chilling. Hello, Fenty Beauty. Hello, Fenty. Hi, beautiful. Oh. Hi, guy. Hello. Hi, Rio. He is a beautiful bird. Hi, Rio. You don't want to fly up top? Y'all got so much room and y'all staying at the bottom. So much up there to do. Hey, Fenty. I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch it on camera. Y'all, she in her bowl. She's eating. Yeah. And she just sang a tune. It's been about an hour. And Fenty's favorite spot is the food bowl. I really don't want her to get into the habit of sitting, resting in the food bowl because she could poop in there and that's where they have to eat from. But she just woke up from a nap trying to fade back out into a sleep. And this is where she likes to be, inside the seed dish. And Rio down here is super scared. He hasn't moved from this spot since we got him in here. Hey, man. Hello. I'm telling him how frightened you are. Hello, Rio. Hi, guy. I'm about to chop a veggie salad for them in my food processor. I have red cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots. This is a list of everything they can't have. That's what the breeder gave me. No avocados, no tomatoes, no onions, garlic, celery, or mushrooms. These vegetables hold a lot of acid and it's not good for the bird. So this is what I won't be getting. But I'll be switching out any other vegetable I can think of to keep their meals very creative. I'm going to also add some grains. I showed y'all some grains earlier. I'm going to add some chamomile greens in here to kind of soak up the moisture because cabbage and carrots hold a lot of water. I put the carrots in first. We're gonna process these first. I'm going to meal prep their chopped salad, so I'm gonna serve them 1 container today and freeze the other 3. So I have these containers and I'm gonna put lids on each one and freeze them for other days. I have their chop pretty much mixed up. I have this last one to stir in. I just dumped the red cabbage on top. I have to stir it in real fine like the rest of them are. Then I'm gonna put in their chamomile grains, mix it up, and freeze them. These are the chamomile greens and herbs I showed y'all earlier in the vlog. I'm just gonna put a little bit over each salad just to soak up the moisture of the vegetables. Stir it in there, and all of this is going in the freezer. I thought I wanted to give it to them on day 1, but right now I'm gonna keep them on the seed diet that they've been on, and I'll start trying to work this into their diet eventually. I just don't want them to be on seeds all the time because they're super fatty. But these are their salads. I'm gonna lit them up and freeze them. They've already started pooping quite a bit, so I think that they ate a lot earlier, probably at the pet store. It's almost time for bed. She calming back down. It's okay, girl. Rough day. You want some? Okay, that's enough. Y'all, it is time for bed, so I have their blanket. The TV has bird sounds going. That's the birds y'all hear in the background, but I'm about to cut that off. But I'm going to cover them with their blankie and then cut the light off. So it is the end of the night, and I'm in love. I'm in awe. It's not how I pictured the day going at all. I really just thought, I don't know if I spoke with y'all much about what type of bird I was going with, but I really thought I was going to go a different route and go with the lovebirds. Then once I got there and I spoke with the lady one-on-one, it just wasn't nothing I'm prepared to do right now. I went with 2 parakeets. I told y'all that earlier in the car when we were leaving the flea market, and they love each other. And they like me. They're starting to. I think I'm growing on them. I finally was able to feed them out of my hand, reach my hand into the cage and things of that nature. I didn't think I would be able to do that on the first day without getting bit. One of them, I believe that's Fenty, because her voice is a little louder and more high-pitched. I believe that's her chirping now, and I didn't put the blanket over them. But Trill named the male bird first, and she came up with Rio. And I started thinking of our names, thinking I would match it like, oh, you gonna name the boy Rio, I need to name the girl of our name so they can be like brother and sister. I was thinking of our names, and Rihanna came to mind, but I was like, no. Then I thought about Robin, because y'all know that's Rihanna's actual first name. Rihanna is her middle name. So I was like, Rio and Robin, Rio and Robin. But then Robin is an actual bird. So I don't know. I didn't know how I felt about calling a parakeet Robin. I don't know. I'm weird. So then I thought about Fenty. That's Rihanna's last name. That's the name of all of her brands. Savage X Fenty, Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin. It just gives millionaire brand. Y'all know she is a millionaire. So I was like, you got those bougie vibes, those superstar main character vibes, bougie. She was real like to herself and off in the corner, like real funny acting with the other birds, like I'm too good. Gave the people a hard time about coming out of the cage. I said, oh, you the superstar. You feel like you just that girl. I'm going to name you Fenty, and it fits. I've been saying Fifi, Fenty, and she loves it. She loves to sing. She loves to see herself, hear herself. And if you get too close to the cage or a little like you doing too much, she'll kind of look at you like she don't want to be bothered. So she lives up to her name. Rio is really cute. Y'all know that's a country. They're known for their beautiful birds, and he's a beautiful bird. So I think that's a good name that Trell gave him. It fits. His characteristics are more like mine, reserved. I gotta kind of feel you out first. Fenty too, but Rio is on a whole nother level of I gotta feel you out. And if you get too close to him, he'll act out. Like Fenty will kind of scoot away, but he'll act out, like really flap his wings and lose control. So he's a little bit older. They were a little shy about certain things, but they really warmed up. They became more sociable, and they're like clinging to each other, which I really love, because at first they were on two separate perches in their own lane. Fenty wanted to stay in the food for like hours. She was sitting inside the seed bowl, and then Rio was on the perch, like the wooden perch. He was on that for hours. Even after Fenty moved out of the bowl, Rio was still on that perch for hours. Then we put him on the porch for a little bit so they can hear some of the other birds in our area. They started chirping at the other birds, and they ended up flying towards each other and coming together, and they've been stuck together ever since. So it's been a good day. I'm gonna leave the vlog here. Just a quick little full day of me bonding with them. She's looking at herself in that mirror. Fenty, you are ridiculous. Honestly, you can't be that traumatized if you want to see yourself.